oh, I can say the same things as him because I know the rhetoric, like it's more parsimonious, or oh, materialism doesn't answer this, and as
Yeah.
if that's justifying it.
Yeah, and I think the parsimonious one, I think that gets a lot of people. I don't think it is actually more parsimonious. I think that's there's a kind of sleight of hand going on there that I kind of point towards in the final thoughts section of my essay. Part of why it appears parsimonious is that it's epistemologically conservative, or it tries to be. It sort of says, well, all we ever know is experience, and we can describe the contents of experience by referring to them as contents of experience, and we don't lose anything. We can make all the same predictions and so on if we describe it that way. And there's a feeling of, we don't want to go beyond that to posit unobservables. We just want to stick with what we directly have access to, that is the contents of experience. But the thing about idealism as a metaphysical hypothesis, that's what the vast majority of idealists are, is in the end they think that the nature of reality itself is consciousness. There's a kind of sleight of hand going on where they kind of say, well, all we can ever know is experience, therefore reality itself must just be experience. And it seems to me that the moment you make that step, there's nothing epistemologically conservative about that step at all. That seems to me stock standard, what any kind of materialist or scientific paradigm does in assuming that things like electrons or fields or forces, these things really exist. You can't at one and the same time say, well, I'm not willing to admit the real existence of these things because they're not really observable, and I'm being epistemologically conservative and I'm just staying within the boundaries of what can strictly be known, and then to go, reality itself is conscious. You can't have it both ways. You have to pick a lane, you know what I mean?